To say that ARMS is a fun video game is an understatement. To say that it's somewhat interesting is an understatement. To say it's a weird, out-of-this-world sort of idea that seems so strange but works so well, now that about sums it up. I can't say with honesty that I was looking forward to ARMS' release on the Nintendo Switch after the debut trailer. I mean, honestly, it didn't look that exciting to me. We saw Springman and Ribbon Girl battling it out, but I was left with questions. Then what? Was that literally it? After a time with the game pre-launch courtesy of Nintendo, I can honestly say that is far from the case. ARMS is a brand new Nintendo IP that was developed by the same team that made Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. That's what gave me the hope that this game would be a fun time. The thing is, maybe having a team known for something completely different than fighting games make ARMS was a great idea. That way you don't really feel like it's a traditional fighting game with all the same mechanics as every other. Trust me, that's the scenario we're looking at here. It is one seriously unique game. Right when you boot up ARMS, you have a nice little training mode to get used to motion controls, but you are able to switch to traditional if you wish. Personally, I prefer the motion controls because I feel like I'm better at the game with them, and I will say that is not going to be for everybody. Using motion controls is literally an arm workout though. After so long, it can make your body feel super tired. But I mean, it's kind of exercise, right? Not gonna lie, that's not my thing. But I still do prefer those over the traditional. It makes it feel more immersive in a way. However, the camera can feel a bit wonky at times, but there were only a few occasions in my playtime where I actually experienced that. From what I could tell, there doesn't seem to be any kind of button mapping options either, so if you can't grasp the controls with the given options, I guess all I can say to you is good luck. But anyway, it's a fighting game with a twist. Literally, lots of them. The game is called ARMS for a reason. You can punch straight, you can throw, you can even hit your opponents with curve punches to make your way to victory. And that's what's so unique about this game, obviously. I mean, the arms are extremely lengthy. That's what the entire game has been built around though. Customization, and stretchy arms of course. At the beginning of each match, you're able to pick and swap arm types with your fighter. Then it's battle time. Every match with an opponent, unless it's a mini game of sorts or you're playing online, consists of a total of 3 matches, best 2 out of 3. It's a fair way to kind of give somebody an extra chance to make a comeback, I suppose. And the matches can also get a little short too if you're pretty good at the game, or pretty bad. Because either then you're destroying or getting destroyed, resulting in short battles. After each fight, you're credited with the ARMS in-game currency, which can be used to play the minigame to get more arm choices. Using 30 credits gives you a short amount of time, 100 credits gives you a medium amount, and 200 credits gives you a long amount of time. You hit the box, you get the arms. It's a pretty fun and interesting way to get them versus just going to a shop and buying them in-game. Skill is actually required and I really enjoy that. Other minigames include V-Ball, which is just what it sounds like. In this volleyball minigame, you can either play single or multiplayer and consists of hitting the ball into the opponent's ground territory. The ball explodes after contact with the ground or after the timer runs out, giving the other player a point. First to 5 wins. It's a nice little game thrown in between here and there, online and in Grand Prix mode. Another one thrown in the mix similarly to that one is hoops, essentially basketball but with no ball. Instead, you just use your foe. By grabbing your opponent, you're able to toss them sky high into the hoop, most of the time making it in. Now and then they bounce off the rim, or it can happen to you depending on your skill level of course. It's one of those modes you wouldn't think would be interesting, but it is. People use the grab move all the time in main battle, so spamming it in hoops mode to dunk your opponent is an extremely fun time. Then there's one other mode called Skill Shot where you have to go against your foe to see who can break the most targets and get the most points. While in the process, throwing your opposer isn't out of the question. That also gives you some points. It's a fun little combat thing to distract them and not let them get any points themselves while you take over the targets that are on the arena. Then there's 1 vs 100 where you take on a massive wave of enemies out to destroy you. Modes like this are what really add an extra spark to the game. And throughout Grand Prix, as mentioned, you'll run across them now and then. Obviously the main combat is the best part of the game though, where you're in a huge arena looking to KO your opponent. Switching arms creates countless possibilities for your fighter and the outcome of your matches. Need to know about your fighters though? There are 10 of those to choose from, sadly. I kinda wish there were maybe 3 to 5 more, simply because I don't think 10 is enough for a fighting game. Since this is the introduction of the series though, since it's a new IP, I guess it makes sense to introduce one line of characters at a time. My main is Kid Cobra, but I've seen a lot of Min-Mins and Ninjaras out there too. It all depends on what your personal taste is like, whether you like the design of the character or more importantly how they play. Each one has their own cool feel to them though, and I do like that. Overall though, I'm at a point in the game where it's just a super fun time. The Mario Kart devs went way out of their way to create something marvelous and new, and ARMS is that game. Playing online works near flawlessly in big lobbies and just against friends, and it's super easy to join rooms. Grand Prix is fun, the game modes are all super quirky, but yet an awesome time. That's something every video game should be able to do to some extent. create an epic experience. So with that said, thank you so much for watching. Thank you Nintendo America for the ARMS review copy. Let me know if you're excited for ARMS down below in the comments, and I will talk to you next time.